Welcome back. Welcome back. Enjoy the Clippers and the Suns from Phoenix, Arizona. Please hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't. And please support the channel by donating. Information's in the description. Let's go.
Jacques Landale gets it to Ross. Well, he could be an interesting fit with this Phoenix team. There has been some talk, all the excitement about KD and their big three is maybe the second unit a little bit thin. Who will provide some of that scoring burst, Jim, with that reserve unit here for Monty Williams? Terrence Ross, a guy who has filled it up in his career. Gordon able to draw contact, puts it down, and he's fouled. What body control is on Saban Lee, and Gordon with a chance at three for the Clippers.
That's the lower body strength I've been talking about. Watch the jump stop, 2 feet, pump fake, absorb the contact, and finish. Able to get it up and in, and finish your thought on Terrence Ross. Listen, high quality veteran player, provides stability for your bench, increases your rotation. Now keep in mind, when you get to the playoffs, you skew back a little bit to probably 8 players. He could be one of those rotational guys that you can depend on, that if a CP is out, if a Durant is out, that he can score the basketball when you need him to.
TJ Warren came over in that Durant deal with Brooklyn. Also on the floor, this is Ish Wainwright. Ross tees it up from deep, a little bit short, and the rebound corralled by Highland. This is Gordon, sneaks into the paint, leans in against Landale, and Lee's going to push for Phoenix. Motors to the cup. Everything but the finish. Landale erased by Mason Plumlee. What a defensive recovery, and then the contact and the transition. And Mason Plumlee wasting no time, putting his imprint on this game.
One thing you got to understand about Mason Plumlee and kind of what Lawrence Frank wanted to get was a starting center experience as a backup. Why that's important is because we're talking about making a playoff run, someone that you can count on that has been in the meat of the NBA for quite some time. That's Plumlee. That's what he gives you. He gives you scoring, gives you defense at the rim. He also can make with the basketball, which is very important on that second unit. And very athletic, as we've seen, even though this is his 10th year, he still has some bounce in those knees and those legs to be a deterrent at the rim. And also, he's a very good lob threat.
Yeah, there is a feeling that Mason Plumlee, of the new players, could prove to be the most important new piece for them. Based on what Jimmy just mentioned, everything he brings to this team as their new backup center, acquired in that deal with Charlotte for Reggie Jackson and the second-round pick. But you mentioned 10 years in the league for Plumlee. He has not played on many championship contending teams, and as he called it this week, a privilege to play for a team like Clippers. This is Saban Lee. Mid-range jumper won't go, and the rebound corralled by Batum. So 7-point Clippers lead as we hit the final 60 seconds of the quarter. Paul George splits 2 with a bounce. This is Plumlee. Out to Highland. He can stroke it. Splash! 8 straight for the Clippers. 10-point lead.
And the pass, a little simple pass, but it wasn't made easy by a 7-footer off the dribble. Beautiful shot in the corner by Ross, but Plumlee showing you that playmaking ability, off balance, able to put it right into the shooting pocket.
So good-looking three-point shooting now for both teams. 7-point game, final 37 seconds of the quarter. Highland sets the table. Plumlee couldn't squeeze it. Turnover. This is Lee in the open floor. Landale bobbles it, takes it back, and he's going to shoot free throws.
And for Bones Highland, you want to be that prototypical point guard. You got to know when to throw that bounce pass, when to put a little juice on it so it bounces up to your big. Because if you throw it that low, it's not going to be able to really gather and catch that in space. Maybe it's an extra dribble. You wait, throw it at the rim. These are the things that now he's going to have to read a little bit better.
Watch live games this season on the NBA app. Now at a new halftime price of just $49.99. Get 24/7 NBA TV coverage and can't miss matchups from around the league. Scan the QR code and start watching today. So here's Landale, the 27-year-old, at the free throw line. teams retool here. It's a final 24 and change of the quarter. 5-point Clippers lead. With 20 seconds left. George, the orchestrator. Under a second difference between shot and game clock. George. Three-pointer won't go. 5 seconds. Okogie looking to push. Counts if it goes. And that'll take us to the end of the first quarter here in Phoenix. All the excitement level in this city. The arrival of KD. But right now they've got their hands full with the Clippers. 5-point game. The NBA on TNT is presented by State Farm.